Thanks for taking the time to share a challenge that you and your nonprofit board are having. Now let's dig in and explore how the 90-day nonprofit turnaround diagnosis can help your particular situation. Now, if your board has a hard time finding quality board members and even has a hard time retaining the members it has, let me tell you, you're not alone. It's hard for boards to find and recruit good members, and even just to retain the ones that they have often enough. After all, being on a nonprofit board isn't easy. It's a lot of responsibility, and for many of us who already have a work and family responsibilities, it's an extra load. And we all know that attracting not only enough board members, but the right board members is crucial to making your nonprofit operate effectively and continue to attract great board members as well. Now, you may have read our book, 20 Questions to Vet, Recruit, and Retain New Board Members. But if you really want to get to the bottom of your recruitment and retention challenges, a more in-depth process is truly necessary. Our 90-day nonprofit turnaround diagnosis is an interactive, facilitated strategic process designed to help your board make better and faster decisions and attract and keep high-quality board members. Our process starts, preferably in person, although we can do it virtually, with all of your board gathered for a facilitated day where we'll go over and assess your leading challenges. And from the end of our time together, you'll immediately have a clear picture of where you stand and what options there are that make the most sense for your board. This is more than just a facilitated session with charts and broadly defined concepts that are hard to conceptualize in your specific case. This is your opportunity to do a deep dive on all of the elements of my book for the Society of Nonprofit Board Directors, 20 Questions to Vet, Recruit, and Retain Board Members. You'll have the opportunity to have all of the information to turn your board around to one that attracts the best candidates. We'll take a close look at the unique challenges to your organization. We'll generate a report as well to see exactly where we stand and establish our expectations for an outcome. From there, in the next 30 days, we have the option to take a close look at the challenges unique to your organization. We'll meet one-on-one with your leadership, conduct focus groups with your critical stakeholders, and ensure that whatever is developed produces a plan that moves your board away from the position of being beggars to that of choosers. We'll create and deliver a 360-degree analysis of the situation and map out the priorities we think your group should focus on to resolve the issues. And in the final 30 days, we'll publish a plan, develop a key performance indicators, and get your organization on its way to attracting the kinds of board members that will take your organization to new and exciting levels of success. Are you ready to build the best volunteer board your nonprofit has ever had? If you're anything like me, you're confident that if you could just simply find an effective way to get you crystal clear on what you need to do to recruit the best candidates to your board and identify a step-by-step strategy to positively influence board colleagues to a higher standard, maybe even throw in some examples of how and where you might be able to weed out the candidates that are just there to fill in their CVs, well, you could very well be on your way to being a better board, undoubtedly. Well, that's what the 90-day nonprofit turnaround diagnosis does for you and your board in your succession planning. So again, here's what you get in our 90-day nonprofit turnaround diagnosis in succession planning. You'll get an in-person facilitated day with myself where we'll work with your board through all the practical elements of what good board succession planning means in your particular case. You don't need a corporate executive recruitment firm. What you really need is just practical advice that can be applied in your situation today. And that's what this gives you. You'll also get a copy of 20 questions to vet, recruit, and retain board members for everyone on your board, along with the materials and the worksheets as well. Now, let me ask you a question. If all of these resources did was finally get you on your path to clarity, would it be worth it? If all of these resources did was give you a step-by-step strategy to upping your board's performance, would it be worth it? If all of this did was just simply change the dynamic on your board that gets them out of the weeds and addresses the challenges where leadership might be weak, would it be worth it? If all of these resources did was move your board to a strong and dynamic decision body, would it be worth it? If all of these resources did was give enough hope to you and your board colleagues that things can actually get done, and as a result, encourage just one or two others to join or stay on the board, would it be worth it? And if all of it did was just move your organization one step further to recruiting a new member or donor or two, I hope it wouldn't be worth it now. I certainly hope so. So here's the deal. I'm going to make a very special offer, but you have to take action now, all right? At the end of this message, you'll be presented with a button in the frame of this video to get you on a no obligation discovery call where we can decide, frankly, if this even makes sense for your organization. Okay, now before we close up this video, is it okay if I over-deliver and sweeten the pot just a little? If you sign up today for a no-risk discovery call and leave your email at the bottom of the form to come at the end of the video as well, I'll give you a special invitation-only access to a video tutorial series dealing with the 3 basic bottlenecks nonprofit boards face. Now, you can have 2 choices, really. The first one is do nothing and not take this challenge, which admittedly is 100% risk-free for you. Or, well, you can invest a small amount of your time and get on a discovery call compared to all the value you're going to receive and just give it a shot. But isn't all the time you invest in board service and your impact worth gambling just a few minutes of your time to check this out, which, if it does even half of what I've claimed, will pay for itself as soon as you're at your next board meeting? After all, we can just start this off with a no obligation call. I can't wait to hear about your results. I can't wait to see your aha moments. And really, I can't wait to have a chance to meet you and have a chat with you as well. Click on the button to appear on this video to schedule a call right now.